match as well, son. Timo,
Oh, sure.
yeah, what's your prediction for that one?
I reckon Timo for no prediction. What about you?
Yeah, I'd say the same.
Squash XLPRO is an elite team that work hard to train, play and run squash events on our journey to climb the world rankings. Like, subscribe, comment, pick up some of our merch on Teespring.
Prediction is no.
Yeah. You're probably the safest one for sure.
What's that? Has he been training much?
Yeah, he's been hitting a little bit. I've had a few hits with him, so but I don't know, he's working pretty much full time at the moment, so
What about yourself? You working at the moment?
I've got like an internship over the summer.
Oh yeah. Who's that for?
For Julie Brewers.
Oh yeah.
Up north in Whangarei, so
Yeah,
I've been
okay.
there for a couple months.
So you're back home?
Just for the summer, yeah.
Yeah.
I think you guys are doing, you were saying last night about that rural carpet thing.
Yeah, that's right. We're doing a camp. Yeah.
When is that going to be?
Sorry?
When is that going to be?
It's like the 4th of January. It's quite early, but the whole idea is really just to do general type fitness to get the body ready for squash training, rather than just going straight into squash training and maybe getting into kind of thing. That's the theory.
Yeah, something that I could be keen to.
Yeah, you should do it. Yeah. It'll be good. You should do it. I mean, it'll be fun, but it'll be hard and fun as well. So that's what you want.
That's what I need. Just like solid base of fitness going into next season.
Yeah, that's right. We can get you started on the right track.
Welcome everyone to this, our second match of the day. We've got Joel ARSCOTT in the red. Joel's a professional on the PSA tour, currently ranked about 235. And his opponent today is Allan Bailey. Allan's a good local player who's come into the draw to make it a full draw, which is very much appreciated. And he's got himself a nice little lead here, 4-3 up in the first game. As both players are just sort of getting settled. Allan played Luamba Chilisi, the top seed, last night. They had a good fun match. And Joel played Thursday night against Chris van der Sam, and they had a tough 4. With Chris prevailing in that one. So we should see the professional player having too much solidity in this match, but I guess we'll see how that pans out. Thanks everyone for your comments earlier. That last match was a goodie, I think. Matt Nation really put in a good performance after a slow start. He was pretty sore after last night, and some pretty good rallies in there. So for a plate round and a satellite, it's pretty good viewing. We've had a couple of comments about the quality of the stream. It's a little tricky here with no position above the court to see the whole court, so we have to go down below. And we've got a lot of flicker from the fluorescence. But we're trying to do our best, and I think 60 frames, you can at least see the ball pinging around. I hope this squash is appreciated by everyone around the world. I know not everyone can play at the moment. We're a little bit lucky. We normally have it pretty tough down this end of the world, sort of missing out on being so far away from everybody. So finally, we're a little bit lucky that things are okay down here for now. And it's good to get these matches in after a truncated season. This is the last tournament of the year for these guys. It's quite a late tournament. It's called the Summer Open, so we're right at the end of our normal squash season. Sometimes there'd be events in December. Normally fun double stuff. A lot of guys are jumping into doubles right now. And then we have 2-3 months off before the season kicks off again at the mid-end of February next year. We've got a reasonable program of PSA satellites and hopefully higher level events programmed for next year. But it's so uncertain with COVID, obviously. So Allan just making the area there under a little bit of pressure from Joel. Bit of doubt on that one. I personally thought it hit the tin. Looks like we're playing lead. Oh, good Aussie boast there. One of Joel's favourite shots. Such an effective shot, but Joel's been using it for a while, and now Louis copying him and bringing it into his game. It's certainly useful tool to have in the kit bag. Well, this is only the second time I've seen Allan play, and I'm really impressed with his attitude and mindset when he's playing. He just seems to enjoy playing. He's not up here thinking, I'm playing a higher ranked player, I'm going to get chopped, I just want to get off. He's just having fun and getting out there and giving it a go. And he's constructing some good points. He's playing really well, so it's good to watch. Oh, that's a good shot. Oh, he's done it again. Yeah, nice attacks there from Allan. Deserved that one. He's tied it up. Yeah, nice squeeze there from Joel. Simple pattern, force the loose ball, take the volley drop in. This court is reasonably quick off the front, and but you'll see it does die a little bit in the back corners. It does reward a good length, so definitely worthwhile paying good length on this court. Let's hit the 10 again. So Allan takes a short lead. The business end of this match. Can he close this first game out? Shot. Well, Allan nicks that one, 11-8. Well done. Back shortly. So we're kicking off game 2, Allan serving. just a bit laboured going in the front there. Coughs up a loose ball, and that's a stroke to Joel. 1 love. Pretty tough tournament here. I know a lot of tournaments have multiple matches in a day, but in this particular one, the guys have played late-ish yesterday evening, and they played twice today. So they're going to have 3 matches in 24 hours. That's pretty tough. I'm glad I'm commentating. Let's put it that way. 3 love to Joel. We're just seeing Joel raise the pace in this game, which is what he should do, because Allan's certainly feeling the effects of 2 hard matches in a row. Oh, good finish. So he's out to 5 love lead. He's starting to move Allan around really well and then anticipate and jump on the next ball to put it away quickly. Just got a comment here from Harris about hardboard doubles. Never played at Harris, but everyone that I speak to that has raves about it, so I can understand why I understand your comment really, really well. Certainly something I'll have to try if I ever get back to the States again. Well, I'm guessing that's a let, judging by Joel's reaction. So nice, simple, straight lines from Joel, hunting the volley, hitting the straight kill, moving Allan around, and then forcing the error. Good shutout again, takes a space, straight drop. Wouldn't work against a higher ranked player. They'd generally be on the shoulder. You'd need to do more with that ball, but it's working for him in this shot. So that's out to 8 love now. Well, 9 love down. Allan's shooting a little bit here. I wonder if Joel's going to serve out. Probably not, since he lost the first game. There we go, 11 love. Back in a minute. 1 game all. So we're back. First point to Joel, and he's started like he played the second game, being a lot more intense in his squash, and it's paying dividends. Nice shot there from Allan. Well, that earns a stroke. Wry smile from Allan, hoping for a let, no doubt. Looked like a bit of a milk from Joel, to be fair. Might have been space in front, but safest to play that. So Joel jumps out to a 3-love lead, and Allan started shooting again as he did at the end of the second game. We've got a couple of juicy semi-finals of the main draw coming up this afternoon. 12 o'clock our time, we've got Timo against Zach Miller, and that's an absolute juicy match because those players have a history of very close, very good matches in the last 12 months. So always keen to see that match for sure. And then 45 minutes after that, top seed Luamba Chilishi plays Chris van der Sam. Chris was highest ranking 150 in the world. Probably had some gas in the tank there, could have got a lot higher if he'd been able to stay in the game. And Luamba currently 144 in the world. In our view, probably playing a little better than that, just lacking the opportunity to play tournaments and get his ranking up. Nice hole punch from Joel. Yeah. Good pickup from Allan.
Down one, got here.
Oh, okay, yeah. Last one was 11 love. Yeah. It's a good rally here. Joel feeding Allan there, but getting away with it. This court rewards a good lob. As I said earlier, it's slow in the back corners. Allan gets his first point for a wee while. 1-7.
T loves the 5-7 big T. So do you, mate. I wasn't surprised when I saw. I didn't realise you were too up. You were too up. You were too up. Big Kent, is that Big Kent from Hawke's Bay?
Patient rally here, and Joel just switches up that change of direction volley boast to nab the point after a pretty long exchange of shots. The quick drop there, drawing a short point and a quick winner, and it's out to 9-1. So we're in the middle of a club tournament here. There's 17 divisions, over 120 players playing, from PSA pros all the way down to juniors that have just picked up a racket. I'm not sure what the youngest, the age of the youngest is. I'll have to check that, but would certainly be well under 10. And it's great to see so many people playing and enjoying squash this time of the year. Oh. Yeah, nice finish from Joel. So that's the game. He takes a 2-1 lead. Back shortly. And we're back. Had a brief chat with Allan between games. He's a good lad, good sense of humour. We're relying on him for confirming the score because we're not entirely sure from back here, and he's an honest lad, so we had a bit of banter about how that might work. Nice intense rally there, and then Joel having the squash IQ to play the volley boast and grab the point. So Allan's quite happy to use height and vary pace, which is quite good for a player at his level. A lot of the guys will generally just whack the crap out of it, but he certainly has a lot of subtleties to his game, which is good to see. Oh yeah, good hole punch from Joel. Bit of movement deception too there. Slow to the ball and then just accelerated as he got to the ball to increase the pace he could put on it. Nice to see. Oh! That is out. He's hit a few good lobs. Yeah, good shutout from Joel. Drew the loose ball, held his space and pounded it to the back. Oh, great post. Easy safety let. We've got a couple of New Zealand national referees here this weekend. Really appreciate them taking the time out of their day. They don't get paid for this. They get some expense reimbursement. So just a quick thank you to Heather Finley and Matey Galloway for making the trip down here, or up as the case may be, and giving their time to referee these matches. Can't tell if any of what their calls are like down here because we're blocked from hearing them explain or make the calls, but it's nice to have them here and we appreciate it. Oh, good get, Joel. That's that lob working again. And he draws the error. So gets the reward for putting the mahi in, as we say, to get the ball at the front. So we're playing this tournament at the Palmerston North Squash Club, and that's a club that's had a lot of history. The 2008 World Juniors were played here. Ramia Shaw won that one. The individuals, that is. I'm imagining Egypt won the teams. I'll double check that. And 2 years later, in 2010, we had the World Women's Teams event here, which was a good competition, and actually, as a biased Kiwi, they did pretty well. Almost made the final at a very close semi against England, from memory. So a lot of history at the club. It's an 8-court complex. A few years ago they put in a bank of 3 courts with movable walls where doubles can be played. So next year the New Zealand doubles are going to be played down here in April. And that's an important event because it's going to be a selection tournament ultimately for the Commonwealth Games in Birmingham in 2022, which sounds a long way away, and I hope that goes ahead with no restrictions. But you've got to plan for these things well in advance, just the way selections work, going to World Champs, helping with seeding, that kind of thing. So Joel's got a nice cushion here. He'll be looking to close this out very shortly. It's a good tight ball. I'll give a little shout out to Squash Stories. They had a little article this morning about clingers, and that ball from Allan was an absolute clinger, just stuck to the sidewall. Another Aussie boast, just catches Allan's movement off guard, and that brings up, I believe, 4 match balls. Oh, nice drop. Oh, good counter. Good scrambling from Joel. Can he finish it? Oh, there we go. Well, in the end, a good professional performance in the last 3 sets.